Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second ever podcast of Trial and Error. I am your co host Yogin, and I am joined with.
Sarvajit, and today we'll talk about lots of things. Yogen has brought a very interesting topic for us.
I recently went to this 3-day marketing event in Delhi itself, and it was great. There were many great guests. I'll talk about the learnings from there. What was common thing between all the guests, and how can you apply to your context?
Yes, and I've also brought many interesting topics, and yes, and we'll see how it goes. So let's
Sure,
start. So
let's go. But first of all, do you
hmm,
know the channel called Game Theory?
I've heard about it. I'm not. No, no, I
It's
haven't seen
a
any videos.
uh, combined channel: game theory, film theory, food theory, and
Oh
yeah,
fuck, fuck. Oh yes, yes, of
yep,
course. Oh yes. Oh, you mean that game theory? Yes, I have heard
yeah,
of it. Yes. So you mean that game theory? Okay, yeah.
yeah, the one from 2009. It got
Uh,
acquired like few days ago, recently,
oh,
very recently, yeah,
okay.
for multiple millions.
Oh,
They haven't disclosed the complete number yet because NDA, but it got acquired for huge.
yeah. I
Yeah,
wasn't aware of it. Okay. So now what?
I
Will it be
mean,
all like corporate bullshit and stuff?
no, the Matt Pack, the guy who was running it, is still the CEO and his wife is the COO.
Mm-hmm.
But the corporates are giving them fundings to start multiple new theories channels.
Oh,
And they are
okay.
also like slowly enabling the other team members to build a presence online.
Ah,
So that
yes.
it's not just creatively dependent on these two people. And if they die, the business flips over.
Yeah, yeah. I think so. I've seen initial like beginnings of that. They have this Science of series, which is headed by this other guy. Like it's not Matt Pat, it's someone else. I don't watch his videos, but yeah.
Dude, Matt Pat is really smart. He majored in neurology, neuroscience, and drama. That's so ironic.
Oh,
It's two
damn.
extremities. And
Yeah.
then he became a data scientist in media companies for
Wow.
the overlap of that. In 2008, he was jobless. He was trying
Mm-hmm.
to find jobs, and then he started Game Theory YouTube channel as a proof of work to show that this to others that see I have brains, I can build this channel and grow eventually.
Hmm.
He was also helping Smosh guys back in the day. When Smosh
Wow.
was acquired by the
Oh
company, he
yeah.
used to work in that company.
Yeah, yeah.
So he used to help them with data. Eventually, game theory grew by itself, then film theory came along in 2020, food theory came
Hmm.
along.
And now, yeah, food theory, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. I mean, that sounds exciting. Hopefully, we'll see.
Dude, it's a new era of creator economics. What do you think will
Yes.
happen?
Yeah, I think so. Slowly, slowly, there would be YouTube channels. Like more and more YouTube channels will be treated as companies instead of just being like a project. They'll
But
have. Huh.
the entire point of YouTube was to be against that, right? Broadcast yourself. That was the old slogan.
Yeah, but thing is, you've got many companies on YouTube too, and one of the main things, not yeah, one of the main things which propelled YouTube was, music and stuff, and like Vevo and like official music. I'm not talking about like SoundCloud music. So yeah, YouTube doesn't care. They just want the money, and I feel like this is the future. Like tell me who will be much more successful? Just a few people fucking around in their backyard, doing experiments or stuff, or someone like Mr. Beast. Like, sure, it started off like that,
But
but
we
Mhm.
need a platform for few people to fuck around in the backyard for the next Mr. Beast to come.
Yeah, but yeah, true, I guess. I mean, you can say Mr. Beast is fucking around in his backyard, but he has like I don't know, like $1 billion company behind him.
Multiple billions, if you
Yes,
think about it.
yeah, true, yeah,
Vsauce did this, right? He bought Vsauce 2 and Vsauce 3 just so that the entire Vsauce brand wouldn't be dependent on this one face.
yeah,
Can you
and
think of
then
any other examples like this?
mm, let's see. To be honest, I mostly just watch, small indie YouTubers. I actually, yes, there is this, I wouldn't call it like a proper YouTube channel. They are like more of like a media house, I guess. There's a channel called Outside Xbox. They create gaming content. Like they would make game reviews. They would go to these game events like PAX East, PAX West, and stuff like that, and interview people and stuff. They created this side channel called Outside Extra. I guess yeah, that's yeah. Anything
You
else?
know a channel called Hacksmith? They make
Yes,
like
actually,
hardware.
yes. Like their the heaviest Thor hammer, and then now I think so. Their recent video, they created like a massive walking spider or something. But yeah, like they went from creating like they went from filling lead into this like metal bucket kind of thing to like creating massive walking spiders and stuff. I
They
remember
also
the
recently had this thing, right? The main guy got depressed and he's
mhm.
like, I don't want to work on YouTube videos. So he like semi-retired and only works in the back end of the business. And the other guys took over the channel. He still owns the company, but they are doing the creative roles.
Bro, Good Mythical Morning.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I
the
guess
perfect corporate thing.
yeah.
It looks so chill, like only just two friends hanging out. But
Uh,
it's a
Thing
company.
is, yeah, exactly. I actually used to watch them like their podcast. What was it called? Ear Biscuits. Yes, that was the first podcast I ever heard. I used to like listen to them while completing my homework. And yeah, thing is, I know a bit of the backstory. Like they wanted to like be in the film industry. They wanted to go to film school, but their dad wouldn't pay for it. So what they did was they started making commercials for like small businesses, and they just started uploading it on YouTube. Then they made music videos. Then they started the channel, I think so, Good Mythical Morning. And slowly now it's like such a massive media company. You can't even call it a YouTube channel. They have had massive guests like Post Malone and stuff. Like
Hmm.
it's crazy how much growth they had.
Example we watch pretty frequently is Linus Tech Tips. The
Hmm.
name has Linus in it, but it's always different faces.
Yeah.
It's not dependent on Linus. If he
Yes.
dies, LTT will survive.
Yeah. It will. It surely will.
It owns like multiple channels. One of them
Hmm.
is Mac address. It is like completely different guy talking about MacBooks and iPhones. That's it. There's like Short Circuit. It's a completely different team working on short circuit videos, putting out news articles and shit. It's like he built multiple channels who don't involve the Linus's involvement, who get the money from main LTT and LTT store businesses and they thrive on their own eventually.
Yeah. What else though? I guess obviously Mr. Beast is I mean, a pretty good example of this. Like where I'm sure he is the main face of the channel, but you can say like it's, pretty corporate where he made multiple channels. Like there is Beast Gaming, Beast Reacts, and then Beast Espanol and stuff, which are dubbing content and stuff. It's like yeah,
In the
crazy.
Lex Friedman podcast, Mr. Beast was talking about how he hired a CEO for the Mr. Beast channel. And he made the CEO live with him for a couple of months and a bit years, I think. At every call Mr. Beast used to be on, he just used to
Mhm.
put it on speaker mode so that the potential CEO could listen. And eventually, he just learned how Mr. Beast used to think and he just copied himself. And remember Tyler in his old videos.
Yes.
Mr. Beast did that with him. He's just making clones of himself who are like similar to him,
Yeah,
and they
bro.
become that by hanging out with
It's like machine learning, but for
them.
humans.
Business people do this, like it's called shadowing.
Mhm.
Bigger
Okay, tell me
leaders
about it.
make leaders make earlier employees shadow them so they can adapt to the things. They can, oh, this is how you do this thing, this is how you do that thing. Mr. Beast just made him shadow himself for a little longer than usual.
I've
But
actually
at
never
the
heard of this. This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
when you join gaming industry, your manager will make you shadow your superior. for a couple of days. I'd
Actually,
rather
you know
just
what? Now that you say it, there is this gaming studio based in Mumbai. They are working on this game called Mumbai Gullies.
Mhm.
Awesome project, by the way. So, anyway, so yeah, in their vlogs, I did see like the owner of the company, he would record those vlogs himself, and he was hanging out quite frequently with this younger employee. This not younger, newer employee, and but he was also quite a promising employee, like promising game developer. So I guess yeah, huh?
I mean, this leads to show that coachability is important than current skill level. Because
Hmm.
if someone is extremely coachable, as
Actually,
a
yes,
business owner,
yeah.
you'd rather train them instead of someone who starts a bit higher base skill
Hmm.
and are less coachable.
Exactly, because then you encounter the problem, like if they already know something, they have preconceived notions and they are like, not good at adapting, I guess. Like the market is constantly changing, right?
Yeah,
So,
that's why it's ironic when people say, let me work for corporate in a bit and then I'll start my own thing. Because it's like after you've worked in corporate, you'll just be like them. It's like there is already a framework now in your head how to do this XYZ thing. There's no scope for like thinking.
yeah, yeah, sure, sure, yes. Huh. So you said, you went to this scamming event, sorry, marketing event. So, like,
Yeah, it was really great. There was 4,300 something people there.
damn,
And one of the
all.
speakers was Neil Patel. You have heard of him? The SEO guy.
No, of course not.
He's like really great SEO person, right? He has this content writing company which manages marketing for very big companies, and like he has so built and sold multiple software companies. And like
Uh-huh.
you
Okay,
can
just for the viewers context, obviously I know all about SEOs and stuff, but just for the viewers context, can you explain what is
also making
SEO?
a clip out of it. SEO means search engine optimization.
Yes.
Companies write SEOs to rank above in the Google search results. Because if you have a page which has many resources, many backlinks, and many keywords which users are targeting, you can rank higher on the page. That's why companies use SEOs. And you need SEO for that organic traffic because how much are you gonna pay for the traffic anyways? Eventually, you need to build your SEO thing. It's an extremely long term game, like extremely long. You can't just start an SEO and 2 months later your organic traffic is tripled. You need to slowly build. It was the earliest form of content marketing. Companies now produce YouTube videos as content marketing, but SEOs and blogs were very early content marketing. Also, SEO like brings a great freelance opportunity for you guys. Like so many people are copywriters, content writers. They are all working in some form or the other for SEO companies. Not
Yeah,
really,
I've
if not
yes,
SEO
I've been to
companies.
Upwork and I've seen like all of the copywriters they have mentioned like SEO optimization, SEO optimization, good at SEO optimization.
Dude,
Yeah.
SEO optimization is the key. Like even
Hmm.
when titling our YouTube videos, we take SEO into consideration.
Hmm.
Because if majority of traffic will come from recommendation, but even
Hmm.
if there is like two people searching for it, we want to land above.
Yes.
It matters. No one is going to page 40 on anything, on be it Google, Amazon, anything.
Yeah,
You
no
need
one is even
to
going to page two. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So the guy makes a lot of money from it. For
Hmm.
our Indian viewers, there was Finance with Sharan, the
Heard of him?
Instagram guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he blew up dude in 2 years. Like it was nothing, but in last 2 years, he's like everywhere. If you search finance, his name pops up. And all of the people who knows what Avalon is, there was the CFO of Avalon, Shashank Udupu. Also, there were many great people, dude. It was like the only reason why I recommend people to go to marketing events or any events in their category is to see that it's possible to be successful and people exist steps ahead of me, just
Yes.
so that you can visualize those future steps. Even if the learning is shit, Just looking at people who are like earning a bunch of crores a month, it's like, huh, that is possible, right? Why am I
Hmm?
aiming for a couple of lakhs a month? Like,
Mhm.
if you just limit yourself by that, it doesn't matter.
It's how do I say? Like when people say you can become like the world's just person by looking at someone like Elon Musk. Thing is, for many people, Elon Musk is just something untouchable, something different. But when you go to these events, you can see like, wait, that guy who's drinking tea right now is earning 1 million a week. Like, and like you can just go up to him and ask, so, my dude, how do you do this?
It's very context dependent, but like thinking
Hmm.
it's possible is the first step. And
Yes.
not to be all motivational as it's something, but like if you don't aim for being the number one, like what's the point? It's all meaningless anyways.
I mean, true, yes. There's that way of thinking about it, that if you're not aiming to be the best at it, then why even do it? Otherwise, otherwise, you can take a different approach, which I take is just, I'm just, do it for fun, enjoy the journey. Uh,
But is like losing a race fun?
no, but running a
Like,
marathon is,
but in marathon also there are winners and losers.
yeah, but you're doing it for fun. You're with your friends maybe, and yeah, just enjoying the view, you're enjoying running. I'm sure I'm not saying like you have to win. I'm not
But
saying you
to
don't have to
enjoy
win.
running for multiple kilometers, you need to be good at running a marathon, right?
Yeah, I don't
We
disagree.
agree
See,
on
I'm
that.
not I'm not saying like never achieve, never. See, I'm not saying like don't win or don't strive to win. No, of course not. Of course not. You should like, even if it's not the top, like the first position, at least aim for the top 1%. It's because that's the best place to live if you're at the top 1%. It's you've got uh, it's what Jordan Peterson says, as like being at the top of the dominance hierarchy. You live like a really
That
good
sounds
comfortable
like
life.
something out of Andrew Tate's playbook.
No, I said Jordan Peterson. And to be honest, many people put them in the same category. But yeah, like if you're at the top 1%, you'll have luxury, you'll have quality of life, you'll have everything.
Mhm.
Not saying you should not go for that, but it's fine if you're not like hyper competitive. But you definitely should be competitive. It's not like you're the last one finishing the marathon or something. It's sure in the beginning, if you are, it's fine. But it's not like I finished second last. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. No, no, yeah, maybe you can, you should do better because it's much more fun
Or just
that
watch
way.
anime. It's fun too. Like,
Or
who
play
cares?
games because games are a superior way of storytelling.
If you're playing a game,
Yes.
get better at life. Life is a game. We came to that conclusion. So, playing
Well,
game is a form of
after you have spent,
escapism, like
after
drugs
you
or
have,
cocaine.
no,
Yes,
after you
it's
have, no,
escapism.
no, yes, yeah. So just like anime, but like games
But
are a better way of,
in anime, the story writers have confidence in their abilities to write a good story. Game developers are the fucking indecisive people, so they develop both of the routes because they can't decide
no,
what story is the better
no,
to
no,
experience.
game developers are like, it's a different way, it's, sorry, not a different way, it's a better way of storytelling. Yes.
You play games because you don't have control on your life.
Oh, fucking hell. No, after you have reached home, after trying to win life, or attempting to win life.
Failing at life.
No, not failing at life. You don't fail at life every day. It's you after a good day of hustling, you come back and I don't know, relax and play some games, or
Okay,
you could
but
watch anime.
guy.
Sure. Oh God.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm curious to see how
huh.
many people think I'm like actually hating on games. Like I
Hmm.
grew up on the internet. I don't hate gamers. It's fine.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want to. I don't care.
Yeah. Watch anime. Watch K drama. Huh? It's fine. If you're
It's
enjoying it, who cares?
yeah, we're all
You
gonna
shouldn't.
die.
Yes. Okay. Too much.
Aren't we though?
Yeah, we are. Yes. Well, so how long was the event?
3 days. It was exhausting 3 days.
Hmm.
It used to start around 9:30, and it used to go till like 10:30, 11 in the night. It was long.
Damn.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, networking is hard.
Yes,
Like
it is.
going up to people and talking about something is like unknowingly hard
Hmm.
because it's like just walking out of your comfort zone slightly. It's
Hmm.
annoying.
Yeah. Yes. One thing you said, like about approaching people is just just do it. Yeah. How was that experience though? Like, talking to new people, talking about, like talking to strangers about just random, not random stuff, but like, stuff like marketing and stuff, or, how was it?
Everyone likes to talk about themselves.
Hmm.
That's the observation one. Observation two is humans aren't really that smart. And observation three is you can make money by doing anything.
Hmm.
Like anything.
There was this shot by Iman Ghazi. Sure, like many of our viewers would be aware of it too. He said that it was a video about, not following your passion.
Hmm.
He said he was chartering a flight and he asked the air hostess, like, who owns this private jet and what do they do? And it was never something cool like a YouTuber or like I don't know, like a content creator or something, or an Instagrammer. It was something boring, like they work in waste management, or
Yeah,
like,
because like you
yeah.
need to think about it in the way we were talking about. Like if
Hmm.
you're running a marathon, why not win at it? And winning at it won't be the way through the mountains where you enjoy the view. It's like the straight tunnel that is totally dark, but it is the fastest route without the uphill and the downhill and the anything else. And some people like winning, some people like to view the mountain. Like
Hmm.
you need to decide what's right for yourself.
Exactly. By the way, before anyone misunderstands us, I'm not saying enjoying the view is wrong, or enjoying the view is right and going straight for the goal is wrong. I'm not saying that. Neither is Yogin saying the opposite is wrong.
It's
It's
our
it's
opinions. It
yeah.
doesn't matter.
It's not even our opinion. It's just like our way of life. It's yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
you as an individual viewer need to decide for yourself what
exactly.
do you want.
Hmm.
And it's totally fine if you don't know yet.
Hmm.
But don't just go with the flow, 12th
Yeah.
engineering. Just
Exactly. That's the
wait
worst
and
thing you can
think.
do. Exactly. The worst thing you can do is just, let people tell you what you should do. It shouldn't be like, hey, you should, do your 11th, 12th, and you do 11th, 12th. Then, hey, you should do college, and then you did college, and hey, you should get a placement, and you did and you got a placement, and just, lived your whole life just, listening to other people. You should, if there's nothing wrong in getting a placement, but only if you actually want to get it. It's you who wants to, get it. It's not like other people told you to. It's it should be your decision. It's fine if someone told you and you considered it and you thought about it, like, yes, this is what I want to do. And if you don't want to do it, then don't. Try to find something for yourself. It's 2023. Opportunities are literally limitless. It's no one thought like 50 years ago 2 19-year-olds would be able to start like a podcast. Sure, 50 years ago podcast did not exist. uh, Neither did the internet, but like, yeah, see, opportunities are limitless. Do whatever you like, however you like, and how much ever you like. But do strive to be like, in the top 1% at least. Come on, like, that's the bare minimum.
Sure, let's talk about what was my mindset before going into podcast the
Yes.
event. It
Hmm.
was like I need to first reflect that where the fuck am I going wrong? What's wrong with me? How it can be better, and then understand that the people who are talking there have more have made more money than me. They have figured out a faster path to success. I need to learn from it. Like the acknowledging that they are smarter than me and I am not the know-it-all person and I shouldn't be like, I know what I am doing. No, I don't. I need to learn and
Mm-hmm.
respecting the speakers in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a list of where the fuck I lack. It's like the only good thing about me is talking. I can sell, I can talk, and I can think. But except from that, it's like what I lack is daily action. My workflow is like two hyper focused, intense days, 4 days break. 2 intense days, 4 days break. What I need is a daily compounding of little by little by little by little. So I'll use this Ali Abdal's framework or daily highlight.
Mm-hmm.
Every day I'll have this small highlight that this is what I'll do today, and that's what I'll do. At least there'll be something. Today, right now, I just had a meeting with two of my salespeople, and like couple of things. It's like just not if not intense work that day, just doing something,
Yeah.
to
It could
push
be
the
like
needle.
just for, yeah, it could, like how they say, like, if you want to read books, don't, start by telling yourself that I will read this book in a week. You should start by, I will read 15 minutes every day. That's what I did. Like, I would just, when I was starting out, when I was reading self-help books, I found them, like, initially when I picked up the book, it was awesome, like I would read for like 1 or 2 hours for a day. The next day I'd be like, I'll read it later and stuff. And I was never able to, develop a habit. But then I did. I would read for 15 minutes every day, and then, it's once it becomes a habit, it's, you develop interest, and then, you don't have to force yourself to sit down. And
Hmm.
consistency is key. That's what everyone says. From Lewis Hamilton to, I don't know, someone like um, whoever was that Simon, whatever, who came to your event.
Dude, I read a lot
Hmm.
of books, but don't have this habit of reading daily.
Hmm.
Like every time I complete a book, it's like within 2 days of starting it. Like I have no idea, is this a weird personality trait I developed? But
Yes.
it's like again coming back to that obsessive nature. 2 hyper
Hmm.
days of work, 4 days break. Like
Hmm.
I you know E-Myth Revisited?
Hmm.
It's like one of my favorite books. It talks about the mistakes small business owners make, and it's really great.
Okay.
And I remember
Hmm.
when I picked it up, I was like going to college. I walked out of my house. I was listening to the audiobook. It was second chapter, I think. And it was so interesting that I just sat one lecture in my college. I was like, this is bullshit. I went home, I came back home, completed the entire book in like 6 hours that day. And then I was just like, wrote down notes about the book and just watched random YouTube videos, tried to implement it on my business, but like that's how I like to do things. If some of you are
Hmm.
like that, like maybe reading 30 minutes every day is not for you. But
Yeah,
like
maybe it's not.
don't
Yeah.
totally disregard it. Like
Yes.
don't totally be like it's not my I can't read every day. Like figure out what you can do
Hmm.
in your life. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure. Like, I'm not saying, like for 15 minutes and then keep it down. No, you could keep going 30, 40. This one night, just like before my exam, I wasn't able to sleep. So I picked up this book and yeah, I read like 200 pages. And it was like 4 a.m. and I had my exam in 6 hours.
Yeah, don't be like that. If you
Yes,
have your exam, don't
yes,
procrastinate.
yes. I mean, yeah, get some sleep.
You did
Un-
procrastination
yeah,
be
unless
falling.
you're an engineer, then it's fine. Yes, you don't need sleep.
Yeah, you need Red Bulls.
Hmm.
Dude,
Yeah, so you
in
were saying?
procrastination, like you come into this weird phase where like consuming content gives you this arbitrary feeling of like achieving something. So you never
Yes.
work on anything. That's what happened in my entire first year of college. I was like consuming so much productive, quote unquote, productive content online that it gave my brain feeling of progress. I'm daily learning, 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 learning.
Yes.
1 year later, when I reflected on the year, it was nothing. No
Yeah.
progress to show, no proof of
Bro,
work, nothing.
Same thing happened during my J preparation, like they would remember those videos like crack J in 3 months, crack J in 2 months,
Yeah.
and and like the same YouTube, and the time would keep getting shorter, like crack J in 1 month,
Crack
crack
J
J
in
in
21 days.
yeah 21 days, crack J in 15 days and stuff. So, and I remember I would always watch those videos. I would always watch those strategy videos and just feel accomplished. And then I would sit down, make a list like, okay, this day I'll do this chapter, this day I'll do this. And I would always, feel that dopamine rush of like, yes, I did something. And then I would, excuse me, and then I would watch some random YouTube videos and then go to sleep, feeling all accomplished. Like, yeah, I did something. And then from next day, it would be just the same cycle of procrastinating.
Dude, watch the if and I think most of you would have already watched it. If you haven't, watch this TED Talk by Tim Urban on procrastination. There's like Panic Monster, Monkey
Oh
Brain.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's where that panic monster like grabs you
Yeah.
like at the end and then you work. Oh yes, as an engineering student, I have experienced it.
In last episode, I talked about the 500 page analogy. It was by the same guy.
Yeah, Tim Urban. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, no, seems like an awesome person. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a great blog. It's
Hmm.
called Wait But Why.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting title.
Sure.
Yeah, Wait But Why. Start now. Why procrastinate?
Yeah, in some things I've noticed like I procrastinate a lot. Like in things which, like I don't see if I don't see any true value in them, I definitely procrastinate in them. For example, my exams. I don't care about my degree, so I procrastinate a lot in them. And
Dude, that's like opposite of me. When I put so much value in something,
hmm,
I procrastinate by saying, I'm a bit tired right now. I'm a bit sleepy right now. I'm a bit lethargic. I need that
hmm,
perfect time to do it. So if I put
hmm,
too much value into that task, I just
yes,
procrastinate like crazy. And if it's like, hey, I don't care about this, I just do it in 5 minutes and done.
yeah, but studying for an exam isn't not done in 5 minutes.
You just
Yeah,
give up at that
bro,
point.
I definitely can understand. What you're saying. Like, you would like look at you would think to yourself like, okay, it's 11:40 now. I will sit down at 12, and then it will be like 12:05. I'm like, I can't sit right now. It's 12:05. I think I should sit at a better time, something like 12:30 or 1. Yeah.
So
Well.
another thing I learned there, there was
Mm-hmm.
this crazy guy who like figured out how to go viral on TikTok. He has made 1,000 videos that go viral on TikTok. Not just
Okay.
him alone, but his entire team. But think about it. 1,000 videos that get 1 million views on TikTok for 3 years is like nearly a million views a day for 300 days straight.
Yeah.
And he has been doing that multiple million views a day. And he is not just doing it for himself. His team is helping companies go viral on TikTok, and that's how he's making money
Okay.
once he
Wow.
figured it out. So he
So.
gave this framework called "Don't Be a Cub." In
Okay.
this cub, cub CUB.
Okay.
Don't be confusing. Don't be un
Unbearable. Unbelievable.
unbelievable,
Okay.
and boring. Don't
Okay.
be confusing, unbelievable, and boring.
Okay.
For being confusing, there is a solution. Explain
Hmm.
everything in intro. Be
Yeah.
Mr. Beast. I did this with this time constraint, and this is the reward if I get it. This
Yeah.
is not, yeah. For being believable, put in screenshot, put in data, everything I'm talking about. When I said that MidPat is the guy with big channels, I need to show that he has subscribers.
Yeah.
Put in the screenshots to be believable, and just don't be boring. Have a good
That's the easy
style.
bit, right? Just
Yeah,
don't be boring, bro. Yeah. It's easy.
yeah. Just if any of you are boring, please stop watching us. We don't need boring views.
Hmm. Yeah, that's definitely making it in the final cut. Yes.
Instead of being a cub, be a bear. Be believable, energetic, authoritative, and reliable.
So yeah,
Believable, we know. Screenshot. Energetic.
yeah.
Who wants to watch a sleepy man with filled with food in a dark room?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Build authority. When you are talking about something, you need to give out authority. How do we know that how to study for exams? Because we are students, we suffer this shit.
Yeah.
We have authority. And if
Yes.
I talk about how to be a CEO of Fortune 500 companies, like I can't. I don't have
Yeah.
authority in that.
Yeah. You
I
can't.
can talk
Yeah.
about, I can transfer the message that I have read a Fortune 500 CEO say this.
Hmm.
That can be useful for you. But
Yes.
my opinion at that situation are useless because I have no idea about the pressure or the immense decision making intensity there. And be relatable. Don't talk about petty things like marks in your Lamborghini, or don't talk about like Lamborghini when you are in your Alto.
Yeah.
Just
Exactly. Yeah.
be relatable to your situation.
Yeah.
Sure. What do you think are other ways to like grow on TikTok or Shorts?
Uh, I mean, there are like some what are those called? Like editing hacks, I guess, retention things. Where I was watching this video by Tanmay Bhatt. He said like how when he's making a joke, he zooms in, and then when the punchline kicks, he suddenly zooms out. That builds anticipation. That's dopamine, right? You know how like uh, it's not the reward which gives you dopamine. Like when you're eating chocolate, it's not that chocolate, it's the anticipation of eating a chocolate. You're gonna eat that chocolate, it's gonna be sweet. That gives you dopamine. So yeah, like small editing hacks like that, I guess. Obviously, building retention. That is, instead of just a person sitting here telling you X, Y, Z, it could be you could add like a photo or like a B-roll, of like a graph. Instead of telling them, you can show them. Instead of just telling, like there is this thing in the game industry, like you don't like the puzzles have to be easy in games, but you have to let them solve it. Instead of showing them four, show them 2 plus 2. Let them figure it out. Same thing goes for social media.
Yeah. So going back to SEO, let's talk about Neil Patel's lecture. The
Yes.
thing I had in my mind before entering that event was that wouldn't just AI take over SEO? Wouldn't there be like such content, optimized, highly optimized content that it will be not possible to compete with it as a human?
I
Like,
mean, yeah, I
because
guess. Like
no,
because okay, oh,
yeah,
okay,
because AI will write content that is not that good of a quality. It is
okay.
not specifically optimized by. Let's talk about morning brew. Okay, I'm going on a tangent. It's like distracting, but when their writer used to write morning brew, they had this image in their head that what if morning brew was a person? This is it. The person likes the sports team. He likes this specific beer. This is his
Mm-hmm.
favorite color. It allows them to build a persona so that they know
Okay.
if writing style of the morning brew email is this. If there are two options, they know which morning brew person would choose, and they also have the personas for their audiences. This is
Hmm.
my specific audience. It's a woman who's doing this and is in biz management consulting and is living in this city, and it's a man living in this city, age this, studying this. They have
Hmm.
personas. AI can't do that.
Hmm.
So what
Okay.
successful SEO writers will do is leverage the tools enabled by AI to grow and go beyond the clutter of so much content.
Yeah, I guess yeah. Use AI as a tool. Like I saw this LinkedIn post of like top 10 AI tools game developers can use, and like see, like as I said, like one person can't make a game.
Hmm.
It's they can, but it won't be that good because the game requires designing, it requires programming, it requires art, it requires so many things like sound and stuff. So like if you're a programmer, uh, You can just use AI and get sounds, you can get assets, you can get 3D models, you can get 2D textures. That's such a big thing. Like, AI, like your job won't be taken by AI. It would be taken by someone who can leverage AI.
Hmm.
Remember how, like, I guess not a few years ago, but I guess this is also quite recent. It's uh, like leveraging stuff. When I said, like, your job will be taken by someone who can leverage AI. Same thing is happening right now, where people who are leveraging the internet, instead of taking a file yeah, like a briefcase into their interview, they send a link. They have their own website. They show their LinkedIn profile. Like they're leveraging the internet, building an online portfolio. So yeah, it's all about leverage. It's what you leverage and how you leverage it, I guess. But yeah.
The other thing I saw in that is that bad content will hurt you more. When there is so much content out there, the bad content will hurt your performance. He gave an example of one of their clients. Like they removed 85% of their content, the client's content, from their
Okay.
website.
Wow.
And the search traffic increased by 425%.
What the heck?
The bad content is hurting your reputation, your website's reputation in Google more than the good content, media of your content will improve. So
Hmm.
don't put out bad content. If you are a startup or a company, hiring copywriters for blog, just increase the budget by a bit. It will be worth it. And if you are a copywriter, don't be that guy who will just push out anything
Yeah.
because the company is paying you per word. Think about it. This percentage points matter.
Yeah. If you're a copywriter, instead of just, sitting down in front of your computer and just typing out random shit, maybe use something like ChatGPT or Writer. You know, there are AIs for copywriting. So, if you can leverage, go ahead.
Being back to bullish and videos,
Yes.
82% of all internet traffic is video.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
82%.
I
And
mean,
YouTube got 80 billion visitors last month. 80 billion times that website was loaded.
so that's every person opening YouTube like 10 times.
10
Like
times.
every
Or
person.
half of the people opening 20 times. Like,
Damn.
imagine the number of times the website is being uploaded, reloaded.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like, you can't
It's
leave it.
massive.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, that's like 1 billion people opening the website 80 times a month. So that's around about 2 to 3 times per day.
And it can never be too late. Like when
Yeah.
YouTube started, like
Hmm.
imagine in 2011, PewDiePie must be thinking,
Hmm.
dude, these Mosh people have like couple of million subscribers. This Jenna Marvels has couple of million subscribers. Where will I come? It's so
Bro,
competitive out there.
nostalgia, bro.
Yeah. Like imagine
Yeah.
if PewDiePie would have stopped there by thinking it's so competitive. Then PewDiePie came along. And
Yeah.
then the reaction channels came along.
Mm.
And then fucking Mr. Beast came along. And
Mm.
then imagine Viners. They had like YouTube was so big when Viners were coming over, but the Logan Paul, David Dobrik's came over and overtook YouTube.
Yeah.
You can't
Like,
keep watching from outside. Imagine Kodiko. He gets like million plus views just by reacting to content. And he
mm.
came to the scene like 5, 6 years ago. 5, 6 years ago, YouTube was already established. People have built companies, sold, people were uploading, making money. It was established. And then 2020 wave. If people were thinking YouTube is competitive in 2020, COVID destroyed everything. It tripled the
Yeah.
traffic of Twitch. Imagine
Yeah.
what it did to YouTube.
Yeah, so much, like, because people are stuck in their homes, what will they do? Obviously, they'll go to YouTube and, just, it's just convenient. You don't even need to get out of your bed.
So many creators blew up in 2020.
Yeah.
Now, if at this point we are thinking YouTube is competitive, how will we stand out?
Hmm.
Imagine what will happen couple years down the line.
Yeah.
I
That's the
don't
thing.
want to be that guy who regrets not starting YouTube channel in 2023. It's
Yeah.
2023, fuck. Yeah.
Fuck. Oh my God, has it already been 3 years?
But so
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
god damn it. We are continuing this week on week every week. Yeah.
Yes. Till we fucking die.
No. We'll stop before that. But
Yeah. Yeah. Probably. Yes. Hmm. Uh,
sure.
One
What do you
thing.
think?
Yeah. When you said, like YouTubers who blew up in 2020, like after 2020, remember like Ryan Trehan?
Yeah, I remember Andrea.
Bro, like he broke. See, okay, we just spoke about stuff like SEOs and viewer retention and stuff. But like, if you see, Ryan Trahan's videos, I saw this comment which really, explained him. See, Ryan Trahan, he's not socially awkward. He's awkward socially. It's like if you see his video, it's like like you can't, you don't know. Yeah, he's Ryan. You can't say like, yeah, he's introverted, he's extroverted. It's he's like sort of in between.
Did you
But
watch his
like
Penny series?
not completely. I only watched a few videos, but yeah, like you can see the guy is clearly nervous, but he's doing it. And okay, he does a good job at hiding it, obviously.
Dude, Ryan also went through this trial and error phase. He has like videos of him reacting to content on his channel. He
Oh,
like
does
tried
he?
everything. Yeah, he tried
Oh,
everything. And this is
okay.
what worked in the end. Like,
Hmm.
if he's trying it, and you have seen that MKBHD's 100th video, after 100 video, he had like some 72 or some subscribers. And he's the GOAT, like
Yeah.
YouTube. He
Hmm.
can upload 100 videos with 70 subscribers. We can definitely fucking go along.
Yeah, and what do we have to lose?
Our time,
And we are 19, so we've got too much of time, I'd say.
I still want more.
Yeah.
Fucking give us immortality.
Hmm.
Sure, then
Uh,
let's talk about the learnings from the event. Okay,
yes.
a thing I realized is delegation is really important.
Yes.
You need to hire people. You need
Hmm.
to. You
Yeah.
need to share the pie to make it bigger. You can't do everything on your own.
Yeah.
You can't be the best game developer alone. You need a team of game developers who are better than you independently.
Exactly. Steve Jobs couldn't have done it alone. Like, Elon Musk, he couldn't have done it alone. I'm sure, like, he has a massive team behind, Tesla and SpaceX and PayPal and stuff. Like, it's you always need a team. Like, teamwork makes the dream work.
It's
Yeah.
like uh, there is also ego component to it. You need to like kill your ego before you hire people who are better than you,
Hmm.
because you need to hire people who are better than you. Otherwise, the company's excellence will be capped at your level, and you are
Exactly.
not the best person.
Yeah.
So you need to hire people who are better than you. Our editors edit better videos than us.
Yeah.
My
Uh,
sales
b-
people do sales better than me.
I guess another again, Steve Jobs would be a good example because he hired software. Did he hire software developer? I guess yeah.
He
He
was
hired
also
better.
software developer, but he hired developers who were better than him.
Yeah. Like if the job is to do XYZ, they are clearly
Job,
better at it than Steve Jobs is. It's
jobs
uh,
is job.
yes,
Next thing I learned there is focus is really important. Like I can't be doing multiple things and do them well. If I want to do something well, focus is important.
yes, no shit, yes.
Also,
Yeah, but many
another
people
thing.
don't realize that, right?
Mhm.
I know a few people in my own class, like they like their end goal is to get a placement in an IT company. Sure, fine, whatever. But thing is like they want an internship or they want to do like freelancing and something like video editing. Why just just go focus on IT. If that's your main thing, focus on it.
I
Like
feel like
hmm,
editing or video, everyone needs a video experience. Like, that's
hmm,
why we are doing this podcast. Like, eventually, your goal is to build a game development studio. But,
yes,
like, working on videos develops you in all the way. Like, first thing you learn storytelling. Storytelling will allow you to have better family, better job. You will convince your potential wife to marry you with the story you tell. Like, it's storytelling. Next is
communication
data.
skills. Yes,
Next is working with data.
yes,
YouTube is immense with data, CTR, AVD, session time. It's all the data points that you need. You understand that eventually. It also gives you a sense of self-awareness. Dude, like it's only been one podcast, and I know how I talk, how I sound, what I should change for better talking
actually,
experience
yeah,
or making.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like just looking at us in one episode, we have like understood about our presence and we are changing it. Imagine what could happen 50 episodes down the line. Like,
Damn. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
So I guess that's fine, but focus is key.
Yeah, true, true. It's you need a sort of like a like where are you going and why are you going? I guess that's an important thing, right? It can't be just I think a wise man once told me, you need to know where you will spend 100 rupees before you earn that 100 rupees. Otherwise, what's the why would you earn that 100 rupees if you have nowhere to spend
Yeah,
it?
if you are treating money like a commodity,
Yeah,
it's no point having it. If you don't have to write with this pen, what's the point of having a pen?
exactly. Yeah.
You don't need 10 pens, you don't need 100 million. Like, if you don't know where you'll spend 100 million.
Yes, you don't need $1 billion if you don't know where you'll spend it.
Sometimes you need that private jet.
Yes, worth $1 billion, right? Is there anything which is worth $1 billion, by the way?
Twitter is worth 44 of them.
Fair enough. Fair
So,
enough. Okay.
so
I mean, I was
this
thinking more like, like things you buy, like a private jets and
the
houses maybe.
Ambani house. That's worth 1.2, I think.
Billion?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, it's $1 billion house.
Wait. Okay, wait. I need to check this out. What do you mean the Ambani house?
Antilla. It's a
Okay.
$1 billion house.
Antilla. Okay, Ambani house. Worth. Okay, is 15 crores. Okay, how much is?
15,000 crores.
Sorry. Yes, sorry. My bad. 15.
15,000 crores is 2 billion. 1 billion is 8,000 crores. 2 billion
Wait,
is
so does that
16,000.
mean that's like the most expensive piece of real estate then, Antilla?
It's not just the real estate, it's also the development there and also the vanity aspect of Ambani is living there.
You know what? Yeah, and also just look at it. You know,
Yeah,
huh. Just look at it.
it's a big ass building in the middle of Mumbai.
Actually,
It would
yes,
be expensive.
and also it looks yes,
Dude,
looks.
spending that much on living, I don't think is right. I mean, I don't have 2 billion to spend it. I guess at that stage it doesn't matter. But like a few months ago, I was like, I saw this article that the Shark Tank Piyush Bansal bought a 22 crore house in Delhi.
Wow.
And it was like crazy to me how someone can buy a 22 crore house.
Yeah.
And I was talking about this for the entire day in front of one of my friends. And
Uh-huh.
when we were out, he just took me to this locality in Delhi.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just going through it. And it was like, this is a 200 crore house, this is a 180 crore house, this is a 220 crore house. And like all of the houses were 150 plus crores. And we just stopped at one. Googled the name. It's of Airtel CEO.
Oh wow.
We were roaming around. We stopped at one. We searched the name. It's of the founder of an hospital of worth 5,000 crores, Kanmitanda, in
Oh
Gurgaon.
damn.
And it's like,
Okay.
dude, crazy 200 crore houses. Like, what's the point?
Tax evasion, I guess, right?
No,
Okay.
it's not a work expense. It's living. You don't have working in the house.
No, yes, it helps me to that house. You see that 200 crore house that helps me to work better.
How?
I get good sleep. I don't know, but
But dude, it's like amazing how much people you can spend.
hmm, I mean, yeah, sure. There was this uh, thing said by wait again. I forgot who said it. Maybe it was some boxer. I think so. Maybe it was Merriweather or maybe Conor McGregor. I don't know. But they said something like, if you think money can't buy happiness, then you're not spending in the right places.
I read it somewhere. If you think money can't buy happiness, then you aren't giving away enough of it. I
What,
think it was
happiness or
Alex
money?
Sarkoz's book. Yeah. Because every time, like, even if you give away 10 rupees to like someone who's asking for it, it's like such joyous feeling that, like, oh, I did something. Like, it makes you feel warm by giving
Yes.
away things. And like, that was like, yeah, if money can't buy happiness, then give away a lot of it and it will eventually make you happy. Or you will go to a point where you have no money and be happy because the issue is solved now. You don't have money, you can't complain.
Yeah, become a monk.
Next thing I learned there was optimize for lifetime value. Like, I'm focusing too much on short term. I need to increase the lifetime value of anything I do, of customers, anything. The
Mm-hmm.
highest leverage thing I've done till now is hired. Because once you
Mm-hmm.
hire a good employee, it works till for you till the time it's with the company. That's the highest LTV thing. Increase the lifetime value, optimize it. If you hire one good employee, treat them very well, pay them extremely well. Who
Yeah,
cares?
yeah. I
Like,
guess the same thing would go for employees too, right?
hmm,
There was this quote by Alex Hormozzi, something like, um, what was it? Something, if you were to serve only one customer, and the only way of getting more clients is through referrals.
mhm.
Like, imagine how you would serve that customer, something along those
Yeah,
lines.
exactly. That's
Yeah,
the dope line, dude. Like,
yeah,
you would be so great with all of your customers. Increase
yeah.
the lifetime value. So, in the event, what I was trying to think is what's common between all the speakers? What are they telling me? Because if it's something an SEO guy is telling me, an influencer is telling me, or like coach is telling me, and everyone is telling me, there must be something to that thing. Like, there must be something to that one common thing that is really, really important.
Mm-hmm.
And it was everything on the lines of long term. All of them were talking about focus on the long term, focus on the long term. You're not gonna die. Don't go for the quick cash grab. Like,
Yes.
focus on the long. It's such a big picture, and that's one of the major reason why I was like, I'm doing this YouTube everything right now. It's the most long term play I think there is. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
could start an agency, dude. It's like the short term money grab thing.
Yeah, it was.
But like,
Yeah,
for
go ahead.
longer distribution, to build an audience, eventually gain trust. After trust, to maintain the trust, keep providing value over and over and over again. You need to be thinking long term.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nike wasn't built in a day.
Yes, just like Rome. Uh, it was, I think so. You were once telling me about Jeff Bezos's investor notes, like
Yeah,
letters sent to investors, and he was constantly saying long term, long term, long term.
one of the reasons he was saying that was because Amazon didn't make profit that year. So it's like, just hold on, don't sell. But like, even the world's richest man is saying long term all the time. So
Second
like,
richest, right?
who
Or
cares?
is
It's like, all
actually,
money.
wait. I take that back. Even Elon Musk says a long term. I was listening to his podcast on So was it what Lex Fridman or Joe Rogan, if I'm forgetting, but he was talking about why are you spending billions to send people to Mars, and why aren't you, spending that to help the people on Earth? And he said, well, one day we'll have to go out there. So it's again, he's thinking long term.
Next thing I learned there is that motivation is for losers.
True, damn true, bro.
You don't
Yes,
wait for motivation. If you want to do
exactly.
something, you get
You
up
do
and do
it.
it. Motivation is
Yes,
for losers.
just do it.
Dude, we need that Nike sponsorship. We talk about it too much.
Nike sponsor us.
The first episode we talked about swoosh. Second episode we replaced Rome with Nike.
Yes.
And now there's slogan. Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Casey Neistat has a starter, right? Do work. Yeah, do work.
Hmm. Yeah,
Don't
it's
wait for 1st January, 1st February, 1st
oh my
March.
God, yes, yes. I mean, have you seen those gyms? I used to go to gym. I used to go to gym. um, so the December month, complete like I used to go at like what 5:30 a.m. and there would be like what 5 people, including the trainer. And 1st January, bam, 20 people. 1st January, 20 people. And next week, it went down to 10. And then till February, again, it was back to like what, 5, maybe 6. But yeah, it's, yeah, like waiting for motivation is dumb. Getting that high, no, that doesn't work. You have to just, show up and just work day in, day out, till whatever you want is achieved.
Mhm. The next thing is like going back to my daily highlight issue. Like show up every day.
Hmm.
Like that's really important, right?
Yeah. There was this story I heard on a podcast. It said like it's life is like a rock. If you have to hit it 10 times, but it will only show cracks on the ninth hit. Like
It
the
was
first,
Aman Dhattarwal also say this. He used to also say
yes,
this in his videos.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's the first 8 hits you'll see nothing. There would be probably there won't be any results and stuff, but on the ninth and 10th hit, you'll see some results and bam, I don't know, gold or something will come out.
Dude, long term is important. I think about this a lot. Like everyone is like focused on extremely short term things. You
Exactly.
need to like stay.
Hmm. It's fine, if you don't earn some money for a year, unless you really need it. If you don't, then uh, just dig in and like wait. It's you don't have to like just earn money right now. Lot Many of my like friends wanted to do this. They wanted to get into copywriting. I'm like, will you? Is this gonna be your thing in the future? If not, then why? Like first of all, discover a niche and then like start working on it. It could be.
Also a quick
Hmm.
sponsored segment. This video and this entire podcast is sponsored
Okay.
by us.
Oh yes, huh.
We are sponsoring it.
Yes, it's being sponsored by us. There is this awesome podcast called Trial and Error. It's hosted by these two young kids, Sarbojit and
I've
Yogi.
heard those two are really great, and they are
Yes,
funny.
yes, exactly. They are quite funny. They're quite smart. Yes, and yeah, and I feel like you guys would love to listen to them. So head down to the description and click the link.
In the podcast, in this description, I am putting the link for our Discord server. What we'll
Hmm.
do after this podcast is uploaded is you guys join there and we'll have a conversation there. Also, I have like 20 plus pages of notes from the event. We can't talk about that here. It's already been an hour. You can see in the timeline below, right? It has
Yeah,
been
it's probably gonna end
1:30.
after a
Yeah,
few
so it
minutes.
will end. We
Yeah,
can't talk about all of those things here. So I will drop all of my notes in the Discord. You join in the Discord and let's have a chat. We
yeah,
started this to make online friends, so why not do it? And
yeah.
meanwhile, when you're down, also subscribe, please.
Yes,
That
yes,
will
yeah,
help us.
please. Or don't. It's fine.
No,
But
please
but we would
subscribe.
like it if you do. Yeah. Well, I would say that's it for today, folks. And
Sure, I'm hyped. I'm hyped to talk to you guys and see your reactions about the podcast. So,
yep.
yeah, all
Well,
the
see
best.
you guys. See you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.